Turned up to get a van, and unfortunately the cable is in a bit of a mess. None of the lights are working. We've tried everything, and unfortunately it's not a job that we can just do well with picking the van up, so we've got no option really than to either leave the van and then come back and do it at another time. Luckily we've bought this little system. It's the Connix LED lighting unit. Now I must just say this isn't a paid advertisement. We've actually been out and bought this with our hard-earned money. We're not getting paid to do this. This is just something that we've found really useful for ourselves. Now what this unit does is, it is a 7-pin plug, and you can charge all the individual parts of this up. So these just run off USB, and they can just be charged individually. So you plug your charger in to the little unit there. When you put these on, we get a little battery indicator just to tell us how much battery that we've got in each light unit. So the little unit itself that plugs into the back of the car is a 7-pin. So if you've got 13-pin on your vehicle, you will need a little adapter, which is what we've got in the back of ours at the moment. Make sure that both of the light units are charged up, and then what we can do is we literally plug this in where we would have normally plugged in the Caravan plug. And then what you'll notice is already, if I just put that into the dark there, we've got our side lights come on. And what I'll do is I'll just pop these underneath. Let's turn this one on. And then as I run my lights in the vehicle, you'll then see that we get our indicators on each one, and then our brake lights.
That was really clever.
Yeah, just bring Mark up for that. Not Mark, sorry. Just bring Lee up.
Lee.
Sorry. What's your thoughts on that?
I was just thinking that's a nifty bit of kit, that is. That is a really nifty bit of kit.
I mean, especially with like Mark, who travels up and down the country to get caravans, and like they do quite often fail in different areas, but at least that's a good old backup.
How do they attach, Mark?
Those have got magnets on, so obviously for a Caravan it's not brilliant, but we've had to make big crocodile clips, big plastic crocodile clips with a bolt going through the bracket, and then we just clip them onto the handles. So pretty much any Caravan, then we can just clip them on, clip them off. And
that's a good idea.
It's brilliant. I think they're about £80. They'll work up to about 20 metres, so any Caravan they're going to work on. But it just, the amount of customers that we have, and probably the same with you, Lee, that ring up and go, oh, my plug's come out and it's dragged on the floor and it's burnt, it's cut through all the cables, or just literally, one of the wires have broken, now my brake lights aren't working, or something's happened to my plug. And with that, it's just literally clip them onto the back, pop that plug in, and away you go. You've not got to be thinking, stressing. And for us, it was more the case of the amount of times that we've been out, pick vans up, and then you've gone to check the lights, because again, some vans, if they've been sighted and whatever, they've not moved for 2 or 3 years. None of the lights work, and you're thinking, I'm now going to have to spend an hour trying to clean up all the connections, all the plugs, replace bulbs, and half the time you've not got the stuff. So it's either you've got to now travel backwards and forwards, but that just sorts it. It's absolutely fantastic. I saw it on a trailer, and they were just magnetised onto the back of the trailer, and I thought, wow, I've got to get some of those, and they're absolutely fantastic. Like I say, that's not a paid advert. I've been out and bought those because they are fantastic. Really, really good. So if you're thinking about a present, or just something to have in the kit of bits and pieces for the Caravan, it's well worth having as a backup.
To be honest, for you and Lee, it's probably essential, isn't it, really?
Yeah. For 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Fair play. Fair play.
I mean, at that sort of price, really, it's a handy little thing to have as a backup, really, because lots of people do it. I mean, not on purpose, but cables get dragged on the road frequently, and it's people who've caravan or motorhome for years. Caravan for years. It happens to. So it it's not just newbies. It's people who've done it for a long time as well. So it's a good bit of kit. That.
Well. How many calls a year do you get roughly, Lee, where you've got a customer ringing up when they're on site and they go, "Oh, my lights aren't working at all, or my plug's come out, it's dragged on the floor and it's destroyed. What do I do?"
I would say probably between 60, 70 calls a year.
Nearly a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Through the busy time, at least a couple a week I'll get of people who travel to site and drag the cable.
That's a good investment. That is 80 quid for a caravan.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good investment, to be honest. Really is.